Fishy. Hey, fishy people. Hope your night's going well. What do we have here? It's my 65-gallon. Tall boy, 3 feet wide, 18 inches deep, 24 inches tall. Oh, I love it so much. It is really one of my dream tanks. I'd prefer a 90, but this was actually given to me by my friend Scott for free. The tank in the stand. And yeah, it's amazing. He was redoing his kitchen and needed it gone, so I got it for free 99. So I can't complain, and neither can my wife. But yeah, let's get into it. Up top, we got a Stingray from Aquarium Co-op. Mind you, no one is sponsored in this video, so I just get my pay for everything and get them because I love them. So the light is from the coop. The decorations, the background, and the stumps are from Universal Rocks. They are pretty sweet. Two of my tanks I have Universal Rock backgrounds, and I love them. On the sides, it's just blue vinyl. Really to help the Discus cut out any shadows from the side tank and really help them feel more comfortable. As you can see, they're out and about. They need to be fed. They haven't been fed yet tonight, so they'll be getting their dinner here shortly. But we're doing great. I have, let's go around the back. What do we got? It's low. I have it at 82. Helps the Discus stay healthy, keeping the temperature up, and everybody else here in the tank can handle the temps. But it's great. I'm actually thinking about redoing this tank and ripping everything out of here, because when I first set it up, the tall stump here, it was just below the lid line, so the lids were flush and we're fine. But now, from messing, I did not glue it down, so messing around, moving around, fiddling with it, because the filter intake is back there, which I have an Aquarium Co-op's coarse filter sponge on there, which helps not have any gunk up my filter. So yeah, I'm going to take that stump out of there, simply because to dig down and bury it again, it's just going to be too much work and everything like that. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but this tank is just, it's brown. It's really brown. So I got some Anubias Golden from Aquarium Co-op, and oh my gosh, look at it. It's just overflowing. Excuse me, I don't know if you guys have ever gotten Anubias from the coop, but it is the best. I cannot stress, I mean, really all of these plants, besides the dwarf aquarium lettuce, here in this tank are the plants, although this Anubias here on the left on the small stump was from a swap. But the Java for Wendelev, Crypt Tropica, and Crypt Wendedii, however you want to say it. It's just a crypt carpet. If I had Stephen P's editing skills, it would be crypt carpet. Yeah. So it's super great. I love it. The substrate is Carib Sea white and black sand. I think it's a cichlid mix. And Eco-Complete with crushed coral as well. And I tried to do the lasagna, but when planting, as you can see under the plants, I mixed it up too much, and smaller grains will fall to the bottom while largers will fall. I forget the law of that. But it's worked out. The Cory Cats, here, which I'm pretty sure are spawning. Yeah, she has an egg in her fins down here. There she is. She's got an egg. They've been going wild. All of my corgis have been going wild yet, as of late. I don't know why. With breeding. So, yeah, crypts are amazing. And here, I have a floating crypt. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me focus. Is that taproot goes down behind the stump. And it's nuts. Where this guy was floating right after I planted the tank. And I was like, oh, you know, I'll just, I'll take that out in a second. And I forgot about it. And I was like, oh, well, let's see how, excuse me. Right now, thank you. So, it's too funny that it's just floating there with a taproot going down, and it has been like that for about 2 or 3 months. Oh, and there's my big girl, Pocosmus. Bristlenose. I have a large female black type and an albino type female that are pretty big. But they have a male in here, just one male to 2 females, which is not really what you want. But I'm not really trying to breed them. I have a cave back here and a cave back there. So if they want, they can get jiggy with it. And then, of course, the roomy nose, discus, stir-by cories, and I just added some blue rams, German blue rams. There's one. I'd gotten 6, and 4 made it through quarantine, so they're doing pretty well. I had Apistogramma Panduro in here before them, but I got 7 of those. 4 made it out of quarantine with 3 males to 1 female, and unfortunately they tore the female up and then just started tearing each other up, so rehome those guys, but it is what it is. I'll try the rams, see if I get any males or females out of them. I do love breeding fish, and not really purposely. I have nowhere to put them, but it's just so cool to be able to have them mimic their natural behavior here in a home aquarium. But the filter that I have on this tank is an Aquatops UV CF 400. It's pretty much a sun, but it has that UV filter, which I really love. I got a spray bar up here, some dwarf lettuce. I always call I have dwarf lettuce in almost every single one of my tanks just because the nitrate sucks. Guaranteed to suck up your nitrates at the end of the night if you have any left over. Hence the amount of fish in this tank. But oh man, you're so beautiful. This is in my office, and you can see the computer screen reflection there. Excuse me. But these guys are just awesome. Oh my gosh. And these orange ones I got for $20 at the local pet store, I think because of the peppering. They're just not all squishy. Poor Squishy. That's a little guy. So thin. He's always last of food and gets beat up pretty regularly. He's got some nips on his fins, but I always put in a little extra food to make sure he gets some. But they're just gorgeous fish. It took them a while to get used to me, and I have them on a pretty tight feeding schedule. I always feed them before the end of the night, so that way, like right now, they're all like, "Come on, you're standing right there. Put the food in, please." But they're great fish. Oh, did she put her eggs? Yep, she put her eggs in the glass. And unfortunately, stir-bys, they get their eggs nibbled up quite quickly by either the discus or the rams or the rummy nose, those little pudgy bastards. They're so beautiful as well. I always forget. And I love when the light turns on in the morning and they really tightly school when they're, what's going on? And They tightly school together. It's amazing. Ah, so beautiful. Anything else I'm forgetting about the tank? Oh, that's real manzanita wood in the middle, the branches. So when I redo this tank, I really want to take that tall log out on the right and then replace it with a slate tower that I built to kind of block the input. You're not just staring at the input. And then turn these branches upside down and bury them in the substrate. Kind of like a dead forest or branches, kind of lean them up against the stump like the tall one is, and really kind of make like a dead forest, and put this Anubias in the cracks of the stump, have them come growing up the stump, and then possibly on the sticks and branches. Excuse me, guys, I'm sorry. So, that's what's going to be the future of the tank. Let me know what you guys think. Should I redo it? Should I keep it? It's very brown. It's just brown. I love it because the Discus are comfortable and they're not going to get freaked out. Probably again for another 3 weeks or a month while they get used to it. But and then I would move the crypts around to kind of hide the base of the branches and everything like that. But oh man, I love it so much. Gimbal will freak out. All right, guys. I hope you have a great Friday night. I'll see you later. I love ya.